Hi, I'm Cher Johnston. Welcome to my happy place. Look at my beautiful mess. I love it. So, this is what I have in front of me. I picked out these pieces of felt. I'm going to kind of clean this up as I talk about it. So these are pieces of felt, and these are pieces of fabric. And I made a couple little hexies. And that is my favorite doily that I'm cutting apart. So I'm going to put this to the side for now. These are other pieces of felt that this reminded me of the lime green sofa. And then I have one that's kind of orange. And those are not colors that I normally use, but I thought maybe I'll do something with those. Then this is a rather large piece of wool suiting that I got from Jennifer Clouston when I ordered from her. And then these are threads that I picked out. These are linens from the Seuss Bargo website. These are DMC threads. There's two greens, 4713364, and then a lot of pinks, 778, 3726, 3727, 223, 152, and then a couple purples, 3042, 3041. Then I have some browns, 433, 632, and this gray 3799. So I'm going to put those all to the side. I don't know if I'm going to use them all. Those are just the ones that I picked out that it felt like they would go well with my project. Then I have here a pattern. So this is, if you do scrapbooking or paper crafting at all, you might be familiar with this. You take a piece of paper. This is copy paper, doesn't matter what size it is because it's just a pattern. I'm folding it in half this way. I'm folding it in half this way and then in quarters like that. And then you cut the center and it gets folded this way. So just again, you've probably seen this. You fold it in half this way and fold those sides down. Then you fold it in half this way and then you fold it in half and cut from this fold to that fold. And then you have this. So this is what I'm going to use as a pattern for my little book. So this is the front. That's page 1, page 2, page 3, and page 4, page 5, page 6, and there's the back. You with me so far? Okay. Then when we open it all up, we can see how I can draw out my pattern. So I want on the right hand side of each page, I want, oh, let's put 2 there. I want a piece of felt to put needles in. So that will be felt, that will be felt, and then this will be felt. Now I did one extra thing. I added a piece on this side that I'm going to fold under. See, if you look at this, that can be a pocket. Now also, that could be a pocket. This could be a top loading pocket. I've done this many different ways. I've done different, yeah. But basically we're going to take this piece of fabric and we're going to cover it, not all. I'm going to put extra pieces, like this is going to have a piece of felt there. Might be bigger than what I need. Anyway, this piece of fabric, I coffee stained it. And this is bigger than what I needed. This is 4 inches, 4 inches, 4 inches. And the pocket I think is a little, no, but it's 4 inches. So I have 4, 8, 12, 16, and I guess I have 21 inches. And then this direction, it's 9.5. Now, I'm not going to cut the center. This is going to get cut from here to here. So this, I want to make sure that I don't go too close to that line because I need a seam allowance. I need stitching. I need room to stitch there. And then I have to just keep in mind that each even page is going to be on the right hand side. So I need to be able to sew down this seam. And if I want page tabs, they have to go on this side or like here. Are you tracking with me? Okay, so I have not yet decided where things are going to go. I just have my I have all my bits and pieces all picked out. And I want, this is the only thing that I do know, is that one of these is going to have these. Maybe that will go here. And it'll kind of stick out over the edge. Anyway, and then I'm going to put pieces of felt. I'll probably cut this down. I'm not going to let you watch me make decisions because I think that that's might be boring. Also, I try not to make videos more than, that has a hole in it. That's kind of cool. I can't post if it's more than an hour, so I'm trying to make it, I like my videos to be about half an hour. This may be 2 videos. We'll see. So I'm going to do that and I'll be back. Okay, here's where I'm at. I stitched down wool there and there and there. That's page 2, 4, and 6. So this is going to be my pocket. What we have here is page 3 and 4. So there's that. We're going to work on this. And I have a thing I want to show you. Feeling very Jennifer Clouston today. So this is, let me turn this light off for a second. This is her Foolproof Freeform Embroidery book, one of my very favorites. This is page 67, and here this is a chain stitch that's whipped, and then, well, she just says sweet delights and pressure points, and you have to reference other. Anyways, this is what I'm going to do on this page. So I have some threads that I got ready, and I'm going to sit down right after I draw in a, should have done this off camera. Okay. Well, Mitzi joined us, so I'm going to start with a chain stitch. I have this purple. I showed this in the beginning of the video. This is the darker purple. And this is funny. It's like with the, when I did the whole blue thing, I got kind of scared that it was all gonna, like, I don't know, mesh together and not. I took two pieces of fabric and put them together there. Maybe I should have looked through my stash to find that fabric, because what I had was squares of fabric. Anyways, but I didn't, so here we are now. I think it's going to show in the end. I have to just settle in a bit. So those dots are where the things are going to be. My granddaughter's coming today. I'm very excited about that. I'm making her a Coraline doll. And maybe I'll post pictures in my Facebook group. My daughter asked me if I was going to do that and film it for my channel. And I don't know, that's not the kind of thing that I film for my channel. I might put it in my Facebook group. All right, now, before I whip this, I think I need little stem things for, yeah, see these flowers have little stem things? And she used orange, but I'm using purple. So let's do, and I'm just going to do a stem stitch. So let's do, let's go out here. I have 3 strands of DMC floss, and I thought maybe I should talk a little bit about threads, DMC floss versus, my gosh, I have a mess. Jennifer says she doesn't like DMC floss. So it's her least favorite thread. Doesn't mean she doesn't like it, just her least favorite. And I have to tell you, I'm going to tell you my opinion on it. I think that pearl cotton threads are much easier to use. Hang on. Yes, I just put that in my mouth. And I'm going to cut them even. Pearl cottons are a lot more fun to use, especially after I discovered the Sue Spargo number 3, number 5. Those are cool. They're very cool. I mean, there's a time when you want those. But anyway, DMC threads are very easy to find here in the US. If you go to like thrift stores, there's a lot of, at least here in LA, there's a lot of craft thrift stores. Actually, I shouldn't say that there's a lot. There's 2 that I know of that I go to. Sure, there are more. And I know that in other parts of the country, there are more, what do you call it? There's like craft shows and quilt shows and, that kind of thing. My dream, my ultimate dream, is to have a travel channel. Maybe not a travel channel, but to travel and go to quilt shows and craft fairs and, all that kind of stuff. That'd be so fun. I know that there was, I used to go, seems like there were some in Santa Barbara. If I had a car, I could maybe drive there. I'd have to have a car, I guess, to do a travel show. Anyway, I can dream though, right? Next I have my Dazzle. I know I didn't show this in the beginning. I hadn't planned to use it. This is DZ5105. This is also from Sue Spargo WonderFil Dazzle thread. Has a bit of bling in it. This is what I'm going to use to whip this stitch. And if I had thought about it, maybe I would have put it on a tapestry needle, which has the blunt tip. But I didn't think. But it's fine. I can just use the eye end of the needle. Yes, some of these are going to get 1 wrap and some get 2. I don't necessarily want to cover the entire thing. I mean, Anyway, did I finish my thought about threads? Oh, DMC floss you can get at thrift stores and in if you want a specific color, you just go to Hobby Lobby. They have lots of it. And I think that there are places, I have gone online to buy, like I went to Hobby Lobby once to get some specific colors and they didn't have it. And I bought online someplace. Don't remember where now, but all right, so there's that. And I'm just gonna end that off. Next one I have is, she says to use 12 strands. And I took some DMC floss and the purple again, and I made a mess, didn't I? Wasn't paying attention. So I took 6 strands and you separate them all out and put them back together, but you want them to stay kind of fluffy. This got very twisted because I was twisting round and round. All right, let's pull that through. Make that go through. It's very twisty right now. Let's just all right. There we go. So I took 6 strands of the purple, and then I took the Dazzle, and I put it all together. Well, you know what I did? I put the purple together, and then I put the Razzle. Okay, hang on. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to tell you what I realized I had done. I had 12 strands of the DMC floss, and I separated them and then put them back together like this. Then I changed my mind. I decided I should do some Dazzle along with it. So what I had was 6 strands of DMC floss, and then I added the Dazzle. But that's not what I want. Look at that. See how it's still kind of fluffy? So what we're going to do, and I don't remember what she calls this stitch, but it doesn't matter. We're going to go down from the top. Yes, I said down from the top. There's no knot. And I'm going to go right about there. See? Do you see? Do you see? Then I'm going to go up from the bottom. And I'm going to pull all the way through. Then I'm going to go back down. And I'm going to leave a loop. Doesn't need to be too long. Then I'm, excuse me, then I'm gonna do like a knot kind of thing here. Then I'm going to go back up. Oh, don't forget to breathe. Share, need to breathe. All right. There. Now, I'm going to cut that off. We're going to futz with it some more after I finish. I need 2 more. I'm going to go down here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go down and come right back up. I can do that safely. Then I'm going to go down. And leave a loop. And then do a little fancy dancy on the back. It's a silly thing to say. Doesn't matter. Right? And then we're going to go back up. Let's go back up here. And it doesn't matter that these are like all over the place for right now. That's okay. We're going to fix it. I need to get better scissors before I do the next part. All right, again, I go down and come back up. Go back down. And leave a loop. And go to the back. And do a thing. And go back up. Yeah, I don't think it matters where. All right, now I have to get better scissors, but for right now, what we're going to do, I have my 2 greens. Wasn't sure which one I wanted to use, so let's do the darker green. Now, here, this would have been easier if I had just did the stitching and then stitched it down to the thing. But I didn't do that, so. Also, I think that I usually make these smaller. This book is a bit bigger than what I normally make. Okay. Stab stitching might be easier, huh? Stab stitching just means that I'm going to go down and then I'm going to come back up. And then I'm going to go back down. pull through. The other method is called the sewing method. So there you go. All right. Now, there's a little helix. Now the other thing that we want here is from here, she did it looks like a little bit, looks like a fly stitch, but when she does a fly stitch, she just does 3 separate stab stitches, 3 separate it looks much the same. Maybe a bit more time consuming, but it's fine. And we could do, let's do this. Let's do a back stitch. Like that. Then we'll go back in and do extra thingies. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I always have to be concerned about the amount of time that I'm filming, because it's more than an hour. It takes a really long time to post the video. I'm not sure. I'm sure there's a reason for that. I'm sure there's something I need to learn. But in any case, you don't need to see me do all those. So I'll do those off camera, and then I'll come back and we'll do the rest. There she is. Hi, baby. There she goes. Okay, I'm going to stand up for this so I can kind of look through the camera. So I got my good cheers, and I think I want this about that long. Oh my gosh. Isn't that so cute? All right. Let's try this way. Trying to get them about the same length. Oh, I still didn't get them all. So I would say next time I would leave them longer so that I could hang on to them and pull them out to cut them. Next, she has little, also those she did in orange. Doesn't matter. Little ribbon detached chain stitch. I have one little tiny piece of ribbon here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one detached chain stitch here. And then I'm going to end that off there. And then I need to get more green thread. And I think, see what I didn't notice until I got rid of the blue marks. I put all these on the left hand side. So I need to get more. And also she's got little straight stitches with beads at the end. That might be kind of cool. I'm going to do some of that off camera and check to see how long I'm at, where I'm at. Be back. Gosh, I really like it with the two little leaves there. So this is, again, this same color. And what she did is she did a couple little straight stitches. Like this. Although Jennifer does stab stitching, which I didn't mean to switch to stab stitching, but in any case, she does stab stitching, and she also uses a hoop, which maybe one day I'll get used to a hoop. I think if you ever watch Sarah Humphries, she has a hoop that she has a stand with her hoop, so she can use both hands. That makes more sense to me. That I could try. Don't quite get how you hold the hoop and stitch, and all that. All right, now I'm liking this so much. All right, I'm gonna just travel because this is gonna be folded into the book. And maybe just 2 little stitches there because I only have 1 leaf. Then I am going to get out the beads. And I'm going to do that off camera. I think I have really pretty purple beads, which would be really pretty on this. And I'll be back. All right, there she is. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. I think the purple beads are sort of the perfect color. Anyway, and then this is going to be the edge of a page. And this will be in the center, so it's going to fold like that. And I'm thinking I might do something here, do some stitching along that to make it look like I meant to do that in 2 separate pieces. Anyway, that's all for now. We'll do a part 2, maybe a part 2 and a part 3. Sometimes if I try to do too simple, it doesn't come out as nice. So if I do part 2, part 3, hope you guys don't mind. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me and Mitzi today. See you again soon. Bye.